Welcome to Motivation Stories Vault, where we explore the profound depths of the human spirit and the hidden magic within gratitude. Today we tell the story of Arya, a woman who possessed nothing of material value, yet held the world's greatest treasure. She lived in a humble shack at the edge of the village, where the wind whispered ancient secrets through the cracks. While others chased gold and glory, Arya found joy in the warmth of her tea and the silence of the morning. Her life was defined not by what she lacked, but by the abundance she perceived in the simplest things around her. She thanked the air filling her lungs, the melody of the birds, and the strength remaining in her tired old legs. However, life is a cycle of seasons, and a harsh autumn arrived, bringing cold winds that tested her resilient spirit. The days grew shorter and colder, and soon Arya found her pantry shelves bare, with no food left to sustain her. Despite the gnawing hunger in her stomach, she did not despair but prepared herself to venture into the deep forest. With her trusty basket in hand, she walked towards the woods, hoping to find wild berries or mushrooms for her supper. The forest was silent and imposing, its floor covered in a thick carpet of fallen leaves that hid the earth below. She searched under the ancient oaks and behind the bushes, but the forest seemed to be sleeping, offering no harvest. Hours passed as she wandered deeper, her legs growing heavy, yet she found neither a single berry nor a wild mushroom. The sun began its descent, casting long shadows that stretched like fingers across the forest floor, warning her to return home. Exhausted and cold, she sat upon a mossy stone, looking down at the woven vessel that remained as light as air. Most would have cried at the sight of emptiness, seeing only failure and the impending doom of a hungry, cold night. But Arya possessed a wisdom forged in hardship, understanding that every moment in life holds a purpose we cannot yet see. Instead of cursing her bad luck or weeping in despair, Arya looked at the woven container and whispered a gentle thank you. She thanked the basket for being empty, for its lightness allowed her to conserve her strength for the journey back home. Because the basket was not heavy with fruit, she decided to walk a little further, exploring a path she rarely took. This decision, born from the very emptiness she embraced, led her towards a secluded ravine hidden by thick, thorny bushes. There, amidst the silence, she spotted a figure lying on the cold ground, a man dressed in fine hunting clothes. Her heart raced as she hurried to his side, realizing he was unconscious, his face pale and his breathing shallow. He was a hunter, or so it seemed, lost in the labyrinth of the forest, succumbing to exhaustion and the cold. Arya acted quickly, using the last drops of water from her flask to moisten his dry lips and wake him. He groaned softly, his eyes fluttering open to see the kind face of the stranger who had found him in time. With surprising strength, she helped him sit up, wrapping her own worn cloak around his shoulders to share her warmth. If her basket had been full, she would have returned home hours ago, and this man would have perished alone here. He revealed he was not just a hunter, but a wealthy merchant who had been separated from his group while chasing game. Arya listened without judgment, offering him comfort and safety until he regained enough strength to walk out of the woods. Together they navigated the darkening path, the old woman guiding the powerful merchant back to the safety of the main road. His frantic servants found them near the road, their torches illuminating the night and bringing an end to the ordeal. Before departing, the merchant held her hands, promising that her act of kindness would never be forgotten by him or his family. Arya returned to her cold hut with an empty basket, yet her heart was full of a strange and warm satisfaction. The very next morning, the silence of the countryside was broken by the arrival of a magnificent carriage at her door. The merchant had returned, not just with gold, but with supplies to ensure Arya would never know hunger or cold again. But he brought something far more precious than food or money, a surprise that would heal the deepest wound in her heart. He had used his vast network to locate Arya's long-lost daughter, who had been searching for her mother for many years. Arya stood frozen in time, her breath caught in her throat as she recognized the face she had dreamed of daily. Tears of pure joy flowed as mother and daughter embraced, bridging the gap of lost years with a single, loving hug. The emptiness of her home was instantly filled with laughter, love, and the warmth of a family reunited at long last. The merchant watched with a full heart, knowing that his life was saved so he could be the instrument of this miracle. That evening, the hut was no longer cold or silent. It was alive with stories, gratitude, and the glow of companionship. The old empty basket was given a place of honor, a reminder that what seems like a lack is often a gift. Arya realized that if the basket had been full that day, she would have missed the chance to save a life. A full basket would have sent her home early, leaving the merchant to freeze and her daughter to remain lost forever. It was the very emptiness she thanked that created the space for these magnificent miracles to enter her humble life. Life often gives us empty baskets, moments of scarcity or failure that we are quick to judge as purely negative experiences. But gratitude turns what we have into enough, and more importantly, it turns our disappointments into opportunities for unexpected blessings. Arya spent her remaining years teaching everyone that gratitude is not a reaction to good things, but a way of living. When you face a void in your life, do not rush to fill it with complaints or bitterness against the world. Stand still, be thankful for the space, and wait to see what the universe intends to place in your empty basket. Your greatest treasure might not be what you gather in your hands, but who you become when your hands are empty. Let this story remind you that every ending is a beginning, and every hollow space is an invitation for new light. Embrace your struggles with a thankful heart, for they are often the hidden bridges leading you to your true destiny. Keep your faith strong even when the night is dark, for the dawn always brings gifts for those who believe. Spread this message of hope to those around you, because a single spark of gratitude can ignite a fire of joy. May your baskets be filled with love, and may your hearts be filled with the wisdom to appreciate the empty moments. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery, finding the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary moments of our lives. Thank you for watching Motivation Stories Vault. Remember to subscribe for more inspiring tales that awaken the soul and touch the heart.